Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Bills would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Giants going up against the Bills.
All right, Larry, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at what's now known as New Era Field here in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it with McCoy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Powerful running, steps away, dancing to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week, and here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the gun, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go.
3-19. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any driver, no, you just throw that out the window.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Breaks a tackle. Still churning. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Let's go. Hey, wide 90. Wide 90.
Here's Taylor, operating from the gun. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd.
Let's go.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 3rd and goal, Taylor. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Set. 319. 319. Gone. Safety's creeping. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Tight end's left. Tight end's left. Hey. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Taylor. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken at the 37. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 up near midfield. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Three yards to go on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
319. Watch him now, Barney. right, here we go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Now let's go. Green.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 190. 190. But we got to stand up over there.
To throw is Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. You take points when...
And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Watch left, tight end to the left, Hey.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Justin Ellis in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Let's go. One.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Hey, let's go.
Here's Taylor. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken right around the 44. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And an alley to run. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. He's going to air one out. And he's got a man. Complete. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Now let's go. Green 39, Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. The left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 48. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run.
Let's go.
Taylor operating from the gun. This one complete to Sproles. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very solid gain of 27. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Come on, let's go.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, here's Taylor. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyrod Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Well, the defense offensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
All right, now, lucky 56. Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now Taylor to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium there in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hurry up.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
No. Check. Patriot. Show it.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Over. All right, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They still, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Hughes able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. And Bullock will put this one through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Taylor will throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Here we go.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Come on.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
Super toe.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, here we go. 3, 19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go. Green.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
All right, here we
And
go.
the play clock's running down. They'll go with a keeper. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches, but when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. All right, here we go. Green 39, Green 39.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Strong left, strong left.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. All right, here we go.
This is Todman. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Third down and 8 now.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Now let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Giants win the football game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.